Mm-hmm. Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and this is Sarah the Shopper, Pearls of Wisdom. Yeah, I changed the name because it's like that's what I do. I shop. This is Wicked Joe's Sumatra. Very, very strong. Very, very black. Love it. And anyway, welcome to my channel. I've been around for a while doing the gig life, and then I switched over to being an in store shopper, and that's what I do. But it's all the same. It's still pleasing customers and having to call them and having to deal with the fraud and having to deal with the busy and the just, human nature in people. So here we go. It is it is Christmas season, and we are set for this. And my store had a prime has a prime rib sale going on now. Enter the fraudster. Why not? Why not get your prime rib roast and have it reduced to such a price that you're almost stealing it from the store? And when you don't like the price they give you, call corporate and complain to them and get it for nothing. How's that? A 7 pound boneless ribeye roast for free. Why not? Because you can just be a real fly in the ointment and just flutter around until they give you the shut up refund. I think it's fraud. Just nothing goes through me to me like people that commit fraud, say their items are missing or damaged just to get freebies. It really is just a scourge. Is that the word? It's just a pockmark on what we have become as people in this country. The civility and the honesty of being a human being. These people have no conscience. They just do what they do until they get it, and it just I don't understand. I don't understand people that try to get away with getting things, you know, especially when you see the vehicles they drive. I don't know. Just saying. So, yep, I'm doing it full time, as you know. Sorry, it was singing out to me. So I do it full time, and I do love the work. It keeps me active. I love the people that I work with. It's just one of those jobs, it's like I'm sure you've had it too at jobs that you work at. It's just like your own little community of the employees and the people that you get to know, along with some of the customers too. And I really might not know them by name, but I see them in our store. I see them when I go to BJ's shopping as well, and where I go for my own personal things. And it's just, it's community. I There are people that I work with that I just couldn't do it without. They know technical better than me. They, can go beyond the layers of just the shopping and delivering and dealing with things to help me out. I just couldn't do it without them. It's a busy season. And of course, now I'm getting a taste of running out in this weather and delivering to people in the cars. And yeah, it's always interesting. But this roast beef caper is I just I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know how people can do it. So it's been interesting trying to accommodate the people. I love the trips where people are baking, where you've got, the baker's flour, the whole wheat flour, the, pre-sifted flour, organic flour. You've got all the different types of sugars, the dark brown, light sugar, um, regular granulated sugar, and then you've got all the other kinds of ingredients, the almond extract, the vanilla extract, and then my favorite are those the peanut butter ones that with the Hershey's Kiss on it. Yeah, those things are fun. But I used to make shortbread cookies, and with pounds of flour, four ingredients: hard boiled eggs, sugar, white flour and the butter. And I would make them. In fact, on my Facebook page right now, I posted what I used to do. It was like a factory. I had just stacks and stacks and stacks of Christmas trees and Christmas wreaths and presents and all kinds of little cookie cutter things. And I made the shortbread. It was real thick, and the bottom was like nice and brown. And favorite people in my life would get like a bag with a big bow on it for a Christmas present. Love doing it. And then enters cats. I took care of that because it takes a week for the shortbread to cure on wax paper. And my husband set up all these tables, those portable tables. And so with wax paper, I would just, put out all the cookies. They would cure for a week, and then I would do a muffin tin with like all the different colors, like, different variations, the red, the green, obviously, and then black because the snowman had a black hat and the black coal for his buttons, and browns and lavenders and yellows for stars and all the little stuff. It was a blast, but you can't work full time and do that, and you can't have cats and do that. So that went by the wayside. But people that received my cookies always felt that I should start, try to get a real job with cooking them and selling them. And it was great. And people always asked for the recipe, trying to emulate it. And there was always something, and always gave them, I didn't like leave out something just to make it, so it doesn't come out the same. I never did. But nobody did them quite the way that I did them. And I did them for my youngest is in his 40s, and I ran into his kindergarten teacher, and she said, "Are you still making those cookies? Oh my God." So that was 35 years ago. So that was always a fun part. But back to the shopping part, it's a curious thing, and my store really does a great job of keeping up the inventory and trying to satisfy everybody. Sometimes you get the harumphs from people because it's like, oh, yeah, so you have that on sale and then you immediately don't have it available. They get so snarky, and it's like, trust me, Miss or Mister, I don't, give notes to the people in shipping and receiving to make sure that, they keep the item back so you don't get your dollar or two off of the item. It's just so crazy, isn't it? I wouldn't want to work in customer service, though, because that little window department opens at 8 a.m. I start at 6, and they open at 8, and the line is out the door. I'm sure that they have a lot of people. I'm sure they try to have the store given away to them, too, as well. It's just sad what the country has come to. And I know it's expensive. I shop, too. I cook, too. And we have some high-end items that we use in this house that I have to frequently, just replenish, and it's so expensive. And every day, of course, I come home with a little something something that I pay for as well. And so I understand the frustration. I was shopping early on in the baking season, and I would encounter empty bottles of vanilla extract. So I know from going to AA for all these years that a lot of people like to drink it, but I'm sure because it's become so expensive, they just get the regular alcohol now. But it used to be something they could maybe hide from their family by bringing in the extract. Yeah. Maybe that's some factoid that you don't need to know. But yeah, we alcoholics get pretty inventive. Some have claimed they've drank mouthwash and rubbing alcohol just to get that buzz going in a way that doesn't raise eyebrows in the house because it's not bringing in nips and things like that. So it's been uber busy. I get in at 6 a.m. I've got, a row of orders that have to come out at certain times. It's been crazy lately. And thank goodness for the people that I work with. that are cross-trained from being cashier or manager, and they can just jump in and help out. But it is a crazy time of year. And I know if you're doing gig work, it's probably the same for you as well. I noticed Jen on the Go, she has other ventures, and one of them was she started to do Shipped. She loves Shipped. She keeps hoping to give Instacart a chance, but it was the same for me. The writing was on the wall last May with the Instacart orders and the changes that they were making, and I couldn't make, a week's decent living from that. I didn't necessarily want to have people in the car with Uber. So, I stopped doing that and sold the SUV and then got another SUV and sold that SUV. So I really was only interested in doing the Uber Eats or the door dashing. And then that became, with the summer traffic on the Cape, that became just a little too much. And so, it was just an evolvement to get to just doing the in-store shopping. And I'm very, very grateful that I did. I know that in a month or two, they said that they're going to start accepting EBT cards for the in-store shopping. That'll make a difference too. We'll be more busy because a lot of elderly people do get food stamps, and that would help them. I mean, of all the people that probably need a delivery, especially if they have a kitty cat and they need the cat litter, I'm getting to the place where like lifting these tubs of kitty litter is like past my lifting capability. And so somebody actually ordered 40 pounds of kitty litter the other day, and it's like, yeah, okay, thank God. I found a strong male in the place, in the store that could lift that. That's crazy. That's beyond me. I mean, I'm very excited that watermelon season is over because I'm tired of cases of that and huge watermelons. We still get cases of water, but not like the summer. And then different towns on the Cape have passed water, individual bottles of water, a ban, because people are just throwing it away and not recycling. And so people, one guy, he had like 4 in his cart, and he said, yeah, I came here from so-and-so because they won't let us buy cases of water in my town anymore. And it's like, oh, great, But I think that when you're doing your online ordering, I don't know if you can pick the store that you want to shop at, but our store is a pretty big store, so I know that we do get a lot of requests, and I can see from the address that they live a couple of towns over. Maybe it works. I don't know. So how are you doing with your gig work or your in-store shopping? Shopping is what I love to do. I love groceries. I don't know. I just love everything about it. I love the presentation of the produce. I love our meat department. They do a bang-up job. It's like having a personal butcher. And they're so accommodating. It's really great. The people that stock the dairy, they are first class. It's just always as plump and abundant as it can be. These poor young kids, they just have the U-boats just filled, Chobani, Chobani, Chobani. It's amazing. So I'm grateful for all the people that I work with. They do a great job. And yeah, so that's my video today. And have fun. It's right before Christmas. And so those fraudsters are out there. Let's get that prime rib roast for nothing. What do you think? This has been Sarah, the shopper, with Pearls of Wisdom, and I will see you here the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.